You know, guys, the politicians are unbelievable. These people are absolutely unbelievable. And I mean, every day, these people prove to us that they only care for themselves. They don't give a damn about the people that they represent. They only give a damn about themselves and their well being. I'm saying this because there is a story that is doing the rounds about the Johannesburg City Council. And these people actually wanting more security details for themselves instead of just providing the services to the people of Johannesburg. I mean, if you look at Johannesburg, if you look at how filthy the place is, the fact that the criminals are doing as they please in Johannesburg, the fact that today, as we speak, there is a huge water crisis in Johannesburg, you would actually think that the people that are governing Johannesburg are obsessed about these issues and these are the issues that they would actually focus on. But no, the people that are governing Johannesburg are more worried about their safety, so they want more security personnel for themselves. So I want us to actually go through this article so that you can get the context of what I'm talking about. Guys, this is insane stuff. This is crazy stuff. The article says that the court declares the city of Johannesburg's VIP protection decision for the mayor invalid. And the story continues. The story continues. I want to highlight. The story continues. The Johannesburg High Court has declared the City of Johannesburg March 2024 resolution to allocate 8 VIP protection officers to the mayor unconstitutional and invalid, and it has set it aside. On March 2024, the City Council adopted a resolution endorsing a VIP protection policy. At the time the resolution was adopted, the practice was to provide the executive mayor with 10 protection officers, but it was later revised to 8. So Dada Morero, the incompetent mayor of Johannesburg, actually wanted 10 security personnel for himself. This is what these people want. This is what these people are willing to spend the money on. The speaker was given 8, while members of the city council's mayoral committee and the chairs of the other 2 committees were each afforded between 2 and 5 personal protection officers. In May, the Democratic Alliance challenged the decision and approached the court to have the decision set aside. In his judgment on Thursday, Judge Stuart Wilson said the city council had not obtained a threat assessment or other report from the police that might have justified any of these departures from the ministerial determinations. Currently, the minister's allowance for the executive mayor, deputy executive mayor, deputy mayor, speaker or whip of a municipal council is to be provided with 2 bodyguards per shift of a 2-shift system. However, this can be increased if there is a threat assessment that has detected a risk. So this is what the city council actually wants in Johannesburg. Dada Morero, the mayor of Johannesburg, the incompetent ANC mayor of Johannesburg, actually wants 10 security personnel for himself and 6 vehicles. So luckily to the court says that, guys, but this decision is actually unconstitutional and there is no need for you guys to have so much security details. So what is it exactly are you running from? What is it exactly are you running from? So yesterday there is a very interesting interview that was done by ActionSA on Newsroom Africa, speaking about the same thing. And ActionSA is saying the same things that we are saying, that, guys, why are you not focusing on actually providing the services to the people of Johannesburg instead of just being obsessed about this thing of having more security details for yourselves? These people simply want to feel important. These people simply want to feel like they are these dignitaries amongst the people while they are doing nothing for the people of Johannesburg. So shout out to the courts for actually saying that, guys, this decision is actually unconstitutional.
Right, let's get a reaction now with Action SA's Deputy Chief Whip in the Johannesburg Council. That's Lebogang Modukadene. Very good evening to you, ma'am. Thank you for joining us. You have welcomed the VIP protection policy judgment. In fact, as Action SA, you voted against this policy in council. Would you tell us, maybe just put us into your...
I mean, guys, if you think about it, these people are sitting in these councils and they are not even discussing the issues that are facing the people. They are discussing the issues that are related to themselves. They are sitting there and saying that, guys, how about we adopt a resolution that is going to allow us to have more security details for ourselves? And yes, let's adopt that resolution. And what about the people of Johannesburg? No, who cares about the people of Johannesburg? Who cares about the residents of this country? We only care for ourselves. These are the things that these people are discussing. And someone like Dada Morero, someone who has recently been appointed, you would think that this person would go into these issues with a sober mind to say that, guys, no, we cannot spend money on such things. We cannot spend money. As a mayor, I am going to lead by example. I am not going to allow the city to spend millions and millions on my protection. No, I am not going to allow that. I am going to spend this money providing the services to the people of Johannesburg. No, the incompetent mayor of Johannesburg, Dada Morero, says that yes, give me more security details, give me more cars, make me look like a president. This is basically what these people are saying. Man, the South African politicians, man, you know, this whole thing reminds me of the African politicians, man. If you look on the internet and if you look at people like Museveni, if you look at people like Mnangagwa, man, if you look at the fleet of cars that these people are driving, while their people are starving, this is what these people know. Going around trying to look important while your old people are suffering. This is the nature of the African politicians. There is nothing that we're gonna do. There's nothing that we're gonna do. These people are like this. They are like this, man. This is embarrassing.
Johannesburg Council, that's Lebogang Modukadene. Very good evening to you, ma'am. Thank you for joining us. You have welcomed the VIP protection policy judgment. In fact, as ActionSA, you voted against this policy in council. Would you tell us, maybe just put us into your confidence, what arguments were advanced that actually made this policy win in terms of the votes when it happened?
Okay, good evening and thanks for having me. So, ActionSA, as you have already known, we voted against this particular policy. And the reasons for us voting against this policy is because it was illegal. There were already provisions on steps to follow when a councillor's life is under threat. And one of those is that you report it to the Speaker's office, and then a risk assessment will be done, and then you will get the security detail if your life is under threat. So there was no need for this particular policy to go through to council because it's a waste of the citizens' resources. As we've already stated as ActionSA, the money that's paid for this VIP protection could be used to repair and maintain our ailing infrastructure.
I mean, this is common sense. This is common sense. Any person who has a brain will not have allowed something like this to actually happen. Any person who lives in a place that its infrastructure is basically crumbling, why would you allow something like this to actually happen? This is just a common sense, and it shows you that the people that are in the council, they do not have the common sense. So, good luck to the residents of Johannesburg. Good luck to the residents of Johannesburg. If these people can actually push a resolution like this, can you just imagine what these people are actually discussing? Can you imagine what these people are discussing? Maybe right now, as we speak, they are discussing their security for their homes. This is what maybe this is what they are talking about. So good luck to the residents of Johannesburg. You have Dada Morero as the mayor, and you have Panyaza Lesufi as the premier. Good luck.
We have a water problem in the city of Johannesburg, and that's where those resources could be diverted to, and not VIP protection, because it doesn't even begin to make logical sense. How do you protect yourself from the very people who voted you into council? If we really have a safety issue in the city of Johannesburg, then it is our duty as public representatives to create a safer Johannesburg, not seek protection from the people who voted us in.
Yeah. What did you hear from the other members that voted for this policy to be successful? What arguments did they advance to justify such excessive use of money from the council for protection that is not justified?
The main argument that came from the people who voted for this policy was, most of the time we all know that we have a service delivery backlogs, we have service delivery issues, especially those of electricity and water. So residents would then go to councillors' homes, and then there would be a threat against councillors' lives, or they would they would just threaten councillors' lives. And yeah, so that was their main argument, that community marches to their houses and they feel like they need that protection. Hence, I said previously that rather focus on service delivery so that councillors don't have those threats against their lives, because most of the threats is purely just service delivery.
Yeah.
Of course, if you don't want the people to march to your house, then how about you give the people the services that they need? Like, this is simple. If you don't want the people to march to your house, then give the people the services. Give the people the services, because right now it sounds like these people simply want to justify the fact that they are not providing the people with the services. So we are not going to provide the people with the services, and at the same time we are going to protect ourselves from these people that are marching to our homes if they need electricity and if they need water or other services. Just give the people the services, then the people are not going to march to your house. This is simple logic. This is simple logic.
So
and
what
there
conversations?
Is a solution to that divert funds.
What conversations are you
Yes.
having with your partners in council, particularly with the ANC, with the development of this judgment?
Okay, so as we all know that by the time when we voted against that particular policy, we didn't have the arrangement that we have right now in occupying legislature seats in the council. So our communication with the ANC back then it was fragile. Right now we have a better communication with them and other parties that voted. So we will use our influence in legislature, since the safety of councillors also lies, that responsibility lies with the office of the speaker. So we'll then use our influence there to speak to the other parties and to make sure that all policies like this going forward must be in line with the laws and the acts and the ministerial determinations. So yeah, we are busy talking to them, and our advice would really be not to appeal this, because we cannot further waste the citizens' resources in this. We've already spent a lot of money in that, and we can't do that further. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I wonder how long before the ActionSA calls the ANC corrupt. I mean, you remember how passionate Hemene Mashaba was about the fact that ANC is a corrupt political party. ANC, it is a corrupt syndicate. And after getting in bed with the ANC, the same Hemene Mashaba and ActionSA, they started to defend the ANC. And now it seems like the ANC is back to its own shenanigans. And now ActionSA, the same ActionSA that has been given power by the ANC in the Tshwane municipality, is now coming out to act against the ANC. So I just wonder how long is it going to take before ActionSA goes back to saying that the ANC is corrupt? Because after ActionSA got in bed with the ANC, anybody who would call the ANC corrupt, Hemene Mashaba would come out to say that no, these people are racist, especially the DA. No, the DA is not allowed to say that the ANC is incompetent and the ANC is corrupt. If the DA dares to say that the ANC is incompetent and the ANC is corrupt. You would see him, and Mashaba would come out fire, saying that the TA, it is a racist organization. How can these people say that black people are corrupt? These people are simply trying to say that black people cannot govern. People who look like me, this is Hamed Mashab, people who look like me cannot govern. But now the ANC is back to its own shenanigans. The ANC is back to its own shenanigans. And if Action SA continues to stop the ANC from actually getting what they want, then the ANC is going to tell them that, guys, we are going to dethrone you in Tshwane, because you know that the ANC have their puppet mayor in the Action SA mayor in Tshwane is the puppet mayor of the ANC or of the ANC. So the ANC is going to say that we are going to dethrone you in Tshwane, because you guys cannot stop us from actually getting these things that we are used to. This is what the ANC is used to. The ANC is used to wasting the resources. The ANC is used to making themselves feel important. These are the things that they make the ANC. This is what the ANC is. So how long before Action SA says that the ANC is corrupt? How long? And how long before the ANC threatens Action SA? Because if Action SA is going to continue to stop the ANC whenever the ANC wants to do things like this, then the ANC is going to say that, you guys, there's no need for you to have this mayor in Tshwane. So we are just sitting. We are just sitting and waiting to see how this relationship is going to pan out. We are sitting and waiting to see how it's going to pan out, because Action SA must actually get used to stopping the ANC, because this is not the first thing, or this is not the last thing. This thing of security details, this inconsiderate thing of having 10 security details for Dada Morero and 8 security details for the city council, it is not the first or the last things. The ANC is going to come out with a lot of things, and Action SA will have to be there to stop the ANC from actually doing these things. And this thing, it is going to to destroy the relationship of the Action SA and ANC. It's going to be fun.
So what would that look like for Action SA now that you are occupying the seats in the legislature? How will you utilize these positions to ensure that policy is consistent with the Municipality Act?
Yeah, that's why I say that at least right now, our communication with the GLU as a whole is better. We have more influence there, and we will talk to them, and we'll make sure when such policies go through, we will make sure that we sit down with them, we talk it through with them, and we'll influence, and we'll make sure that we will not support such policies in council.
Are you concerned at all that this power-sharing deal that you entered into with the ANC could be threatened with such judgments that you said you're having a different kind of conversation now with the ANC? Are you concerned that this could perhaps shake that foundation?
No. We're not scared. We were honest with the ANC from the beginning, and when we entered this kind of relationship with them, we did tell them that our positions are legislative positions, so it means that we will always hold the executive accountable, and we will never stop. So,
and you guys think that the ANC loves being held accountable. The ANC doesn't love being held accountable. They hate being held accountable. So of course, they're like, these are the issues that are only starting now. But if this is what you are going to do and make sure that you put your feet on their neck, then this whole relationship is going to implode.
When we got into this agreement, they knew what they were getting ourselves in. We will always speak out if we see them not respecting the rule of law or such policies to go through to council. We will always speak up.
All right, thank you for that reaction. We certainly appreciate it. Action SA Deputy Chief Whip there speaking to us and give us a reaction. Right, let's get.
So this is what these people are talking about in the city of Johannesburg. This is insane. This is insane. I thought that this is one of the most craziest stories, man. Especially if you look at how Johannesburg is. This is crazy. Guys, please tell me what you think on the comment section. Don't forget to hit that like button, and the most important part, subscribe. My name is Thomas Mabaso. I will see you next time. Bye bye.